Hi, it's Jochen, the online agent. And in this section, I just want to talk a little bit about consumer psychology. Things change over time and people change over time, behavior change over time. And in particular, in this age now, I think online marketing has become significantly more important than ever before, which is an advantage to you and the other agents, obviously, who are using digital means, digital marketing, digital technology in order to find, serve, and give value to their clients. But likewise, clients' behavior has changed too. So nowadays, a lot of these clients that are out there are quite smart. They're online savvy. Not everybody, but many of them are. If you don't give them value, they will find it somewhere else. If you think you can withhold information, they will find it somewhere else. They're very savvy. They're also, obviously, that hasn't changed probably over the years. They're price conscious. So that's why it's important, some of these things I said, to reassure them about they get a best price, they don't have to pay commission because they don't want to pay commission. And for you, if you do new home sales, that's fine because the developer pays you anyway. But many of them don't know that. So that's why it's critical that you update and reassure them. People have a lot of misconceptions. They think, for example, it's probably very expensive, they can't afford it, it's too risky. There are a lot of misinformation that maybe the mass media, distorts and writes articles or information that are not necessarily true or out of context, and people have read these. So you need to help them to find the right information. They also love excuses. Pretty much everything that starts with a I'm too something something is an excuse. I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too busy, I'm too whatever. People love excuses, so your job is to help them to overcome these excuses, their objections, their limiting beliefs that, for example, they can't buy a property because it's too expensive for them or because their friend made a bad experience. That's actually worse. People who give them advice who have no clue, typically family members or close friends, say, oh, my dad told me not to buy a property. It was when he was young, 50 years ago, he tried and he made a loss. And then that's that mindset. So we have to overcome these and help them to get the right mindset, overcome their limiting beliefs, address the objections. Some objections might be very valid. Let's say if the property is on a busy road, that does noise, right? But that doesn't mean it's a bad property. Problem can be solved, maybe with double glass glazed windows, etc. So as long as they voice the objections, that's good. Objections are good because then you know what you're thinking. What is not good is if they have objections, I don't tell you what they are. The most dreaded sentence, I guess, is you probably know what's coming is I will think about it, which means they have objections, but they don't tell you what they are. Try to get it out of them or even proactively address them. If your property is on a noisy road, you can proactively say, yes, it's on a busy road, but the voice engineer said it's on a level that is in average compared to this region, or we have therefore double glazed windows installed in order to address that. Proactively address any objections they could possibly have before they even have them. And then hopefully you won't get to hear that dreaded sentence. I have to think about it. They want information, so give them information. But information alone doesn't sell. As they say, facts tell, stories sell. Give them some story around it. Maybe what's the growth story about this area? What is the growth story about this development, the potential, etc. They're also afraid of obligations. So, for example, if they come for a preview or meeting, you tell them there's no obligations, there's no cost, no risk. Reassure them that don't have any obligations until obviously they sign a contract, then they do. But then also make clear what their obligations are in terms of what they have to do, how much and when they're going to pay. And a lot of people are impatient, so don't waste their time, get to it. Some people just talk too much. Give value to them, address their needs for information, reassure them, overcome the objections, and build rapport with them. So then I think you're going to be in a better position to help your client. And if you help them, you will make your sale and get your commission. If you help people solve their problems, eventually the money will follow. Wish you all the best. See you in the next session.